Welcome folks, in this video today we are flying the brand new Flying Iron Spitfire update, yet another one. And I've been following along quite closely with this aircraft simply because there's been so many refinements and major updates, and this one has me very excited indeed. So we're in the Pico 4 today, and the reason is this has had an update as well, and I'm checking out a new firmware update which should be along shortly. And there's another reason why I'm using the Pico 4, and that's because I love this headset. You know, it's quite funny, recently I've had messages on YouTube saying, Steve, why are you using the Reverb G2 or the Pico 4 or any other headset when you've got a Crystal or a VRFSG Aero? Well, I can answer that simply by saying what if Top Gear just showed one car in all of their episodes? And if you're not sure what Top Gear is, it's a motoring show in the UK. And you know, imagine if that show just showed one car. It'd get a bit boring after a while, wouldn't it? That's the same idea here. I like to show different technologies, different VR headsets. Just like if I just showed this Spitfire in every single video for 200 videos, after a while I think you get a bit bored. Same rules apply, and in fact many of my subscribers have different headsets, you know, including that of the Reverb G2, VRFSG Aero, Pimax 8KX, whatever it could be. This is why I do my best to show different types of videos for different users. With that cleared, we're now going to close the canopy here, if I can find the click spot, and I'm going to chat about the amazing updates. Oh, lock door first, whoops. Just shows you I haven't done my pre-flight checks. Whoops, there we go. Oh, listen to the sound change, very nice. So yeah, we're going to have a chat about the Spitfire whilst flying over the white cliffs of Dover. How appropriate is that? If there's one image that really gives you an evocative sense of British engineering, it is a Spitfire flying over the white cliffs of Dover. So here we are, flying over the white cliffs of Dover in this Spitfire, in VR, using the Dot Reality H2. And she sounds absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous. And just to say that this video today is proudly sponsored by FS Academy, which produced the best tutorials for this flight simulator. And whether you are a general aviation fan, or even, you know, that you fly the tube liners or the airliners, they really have a bespoke training course for you. And particularly what I like about their training packages is they are from real world pilots and instructors. So I'll have all the links for FS Academy in the description below, and I highly recommend you check them out, and it's why they are sponsoring this video as well as many others as well on the channel. It's a great pleasure to have them on board. So yeah, the Spitfire update. This is a big deal, guys, because they have been working with the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight pilots. That's pretty epic, and with their knowledge and their feedback, they have managed to get this Spitfire pretty much exactly how you would imagine the real thing to fly. And I can definitely tell already just by this first little flight that it feels a lot more stable, not quite as powerful as it did before, and the general feel of it does feel so much better. If I can describe in a sentence how I feel about the Flying Iron Spitfire, well, it's like a fine wine. It just gets better with age, just like the real Spitfire actually. Just what they've done with this is absolutely staggering, from the flight model to the engine sounds as well. Just, you can tell that the Merlin engine has been completely reworked from the ground up to give you that sense of that gorgeous, iconic engine. Now, just to get back to the Pico 4 for a moment, they really have been making this headset better and better all the time, and the performance is so good now that I'm getting well over 2 hours now on Airlink. I said Airlink, that's a meta thing, but you know what I mean, wireless, using virtual desktop. I I have noticed though that the fan, the active cooling technology in the headset, well, it's been toned down a bit, which is a shame because I do like to feel that fan, but that's obviously one area where they've made a bit of cutbacks with the battery life. So Pico, if you're watching this, in fact I know you're watching this, please give us an option to adjust the fan to our liking, because I personally really like that, you know, fresh cold air on my face. Something that I do miss even with the Pimax crystal, I must say. Also, I think the tracking has got better and better, as well as the controller tracking as well. Now detects better if you're at the edge of your boundary. So there's a lot going on with the Pico 4, and I must say, if you are looking for a new headset and you've got a decent computer, a powerful computer, the Pico 4 is definitely something you should check out. Absolutely. I have a full review on the channel. I'll link that in the description below. Let's now go for one more pass over the White Cliffs of Dover. Oh, do you know what? In fact, I've even noticed the cockpit layout looks a bit different. The airspeed indicator is exactly the same now as the real Spitfire in the RAF. It really is a work of art now, this thing. That's just so gorgeous. I think the only thing I haven't got working at the moment is motion compensation for Steam VR, because I have it dialed in for OpenXR, but of course for the Pico I need Steam VR for that. Can you hear as well, as we go around the Spitfire, there is spatial sounds been added in. And you can even hear the kind of prop spinning effect as well. Wow, that sounds gorgeous. I will say though, if I have to be really picky, I do think the DCS Spitfire sounds better. It really does, but this, don't get me wrong, sounds absolutely gorgeous as well. It really does. Without a doubt, in my humble opinion, this is the best warbird for Microsoft Flight Simulator, without a doubt. And we're hitting 45 frames per second motion projection on the dot as well with the Pico 4. So that's it guys, just a very quick video today to showcase a little snippet. That is the Flying Iron Spitfire in the Pico 4, which I absolutely love this headset still. There'll be plenty of Pimax crystal content coming soon, don't worry guys, but I do like to show different headsets, different aircraft, all things aviation on the channel. Please do subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all again very soon. Take care, and bye for now. Just look at her. She is absolutely gorgeous.